And welcome back to EPIC46 with Intel Counter-Strike 2, powered by Asus ROG and brought to you in part by UK CS Hub, XP Pro Eyewear and Overclockers UK. It's time to continue with our group stage action with two teams that are currently 3-1 in proceedings, looking to try and battle up to the top end of the groups and try and make it into those all-important playoffs. We've got a fun little one coming up today, I think.
Yeah, we have got Tropic Thunder up against 99p. 99p, fresh off the back of their previous game, so they're very much hot into this. Tropic Thunder a bit more comfortable in their previous. They've had a bit of time to mellow out. Tropic Thunder, a team I'm very familiar with. I know what these players are capable of, but their map pool can be a little bit questionable at times, I do have to say. They are very fixated on Ancient, so that is something that 99p could use to their advantage.
Well, perhaps we will see. I mean, we are yet to get the maps in at the moment, but we will find out. Actually, we are about to find out. It's Inferno that will be coming out of this one. So I guess a good opportunity to entertain that map pool discussion, right? Because you say that it's very Ancient-based, but we're going to have something very, very different involved in this best of one.
Yeah, very different style of map, a much more slow-paced map, you have to say. Inferno, it very much... It can go one of two ways. You either have to go extremely fast with it, take the CT utility, and, you know, just hope you get that entry, because if it goes wrong, it goes catastrophically wrong, or you have to play it really slow and just whittle it down bit by bit. I think Inferno is a good map, would be a good map to suit Tropic Thunder. I think they are potentially in a good place. 99p, not a team I'm too familiar with personally, I do have to say, but I think with the results they've been putting up, they had a very strong game earlier in this. Well, I think it was their first game up against the Fragging Friends. 13-6 victors in that one as heavy underdogs. So definitely there is potential in this roster.
Yeah, I will say that I was taking a look a little bit more in depth into the 99p side, just to sort of feel out where they were in the grand scale of CS. And I know they've been playing ESCA Entry, which is one of the key international events. Unfortunately for them, it feels like that's probably not been the most, revolutionary sort of tournament for them at the moment. They've kind of had some struggles in entry. They've had some struggles in wider UK scene. I mean, they're top in their group in Division 3 of UKIC, which is great for them, but I'm not certain that's going to be able to match up to what Tropic Thunder are doing. They're in intermediate. You know, they're playing at a much higher level, and I think that that's probably going to be one of the key sort of factors to decide the two differences between the two teams. Yes, it was a very, very good sort of showing from 99p against that Fragging Friends side, but taking on the high-level opposition in Phantom hasn't quite worked out for them, and so I feel like it might not work out for them here against Tropic Thunder either. Yeah,
I do feel like Tropic Thunder probably coming into this one as favourites. They will be starting on the T side, however. Well, they will be any minute now. Unfortunately, a quick tech pause.
Shouldn't be too long, though.
No, it should be too long. Of course, on the spookiest day of the year, we get some little gremlins crawling into the server.
You think it was Friday the 13th with the way things have got out so far. Yeah, things have been very, very wild, but no, I think we're ready to get back into the thick of it and get started with this matchup. Obviously, you're very much familiar with the Tropic Thunder side, so I'm imagining that you probably have some decent ideas as who we're going to be watching out for here on this team.
I would keep a close eye on Danielson. He is a very aggressive fragging IGL, a very strong caller, and very, very hard hitting with the rifle in particular. Harmer as well, a very passive AWPer, but very consistent AWPer, I would say. Maybe not someone to get the ultimate highlights, but will consistently get his one or two when required upon. And it's going to be something very fast, straight up to short, but they're going straight into a three-man stack here from 99p.
Counter flashes will catch all those players, I'm sure, pretty nicely. Blinded, getting a couple kills out of this one for the back lines. 2 kills on the site as well. Triple in the end for the solo defender of the 99p side. And that is a lockout defensive for the pistol. Not a single man goes down. Tropic Thunder entering into this one as favourites, however, may have been stunned into silence with how that started off. 99p, excellent stuff.
Yeah, it was a perfect read coming out there from the CT side. Sometimes on pistol rounds in Inferno, it can be a bit of a 50-50 gamble as to which side the T side will go, but on this occasion, 99p won out in that gamble.
Yeah, just great utility usage and great hold of the bomb site for Danina. I'm going to think you're going to say that. There's a lot of ends in there.
Yeah, and this is very aggressive coming out from Mori. Mid-control being taken away immediately. Tropic Thunder respecting the utility and playing very passive themselves. Just goading the CTs into them, try to get themselves an opening kill.
They got a lot of weaponry to work with on the T side line, mostly just for this eco. Let's see whether 99p can just farm the cash with the SMGs. Probably the biggest danger they have to consider here for Tropic Thunder. Don't want to let that economy get going too early for 99p. They are, as you mentioned, well aware of the mid-take. It is a very aggressive mid-take at this early stage. I do fear if they do that in some of the more staple gun rounds that things will get a little bit more dicey. And I do have this not too overly confident with just the pistol win. There's a lot more Counter-Strike to play out. Fortunately for them, they're not facing too much resilience. Tropic Thunder, very slow approach to the TD fault, which is expected for a map like Inferno, but even this is quite passive for most tastes.
Yeah, even by Inferno standards, this is slow. They've barely even left spawn at this point, and there's 45 seconds remaining in the round. And those smokes, that's just going to whittle that clock down even more. They're going to have to try and fight through them if they want to make it to a bomb site and try and get a plant, but I fear their opportunities are whittling away.
At this point, you're not even looking at a plant for Tropic Thunder. You're probably just looking just to go down, get the loss bonus, and try not to survive with pistols only after time, have no cash available. You need to prioritize the buy coming into the next. So they will group up and start moving in towards mid. All that mid access to Morienko, giving himself a plenty of kills and plenty of cash. Triple on the SMG, $1,800 in the bank. And 99p with a standard simple start, making it look rather easy over Tropic Thunder, but the guns can come in early as a result of that. It was a harsh eco from the T side.
Yeah, it's a difficult situation. Obviously, no bomb plant in the pistol round, no bomb plant in the second one. You can still purchase into this one, but there have been some concessions. Palmer purchasing into that Deagle in the previous. He has forfeit his utility in this round. Zaro is going to play with the Galil as well, as is Danielson. But I'd say a much more even buy in this one, so this could be a true test for 99p.
Test consists of here the utility down towards Banana was very early set up by the CT forces. Do catch again with that flashbang a number of players that were there towards Banana. There's no one really to punish that from 99p though. Danielson set his teammates in towards that Banana entrance. Meanwhile, Wilzu's going to find the opening kill on the other side of the map. Over-aggression seeming to be a name of the game here for 99p, into the apartments and the first man to fall.
Yeah, they've come into this game full of confidence, but that may cost them. But that little bit of aggression coming out of JH does take Zaro out of the round to equalise the numbers. Palmer, no real position to go for a trade, but with numbers still even, this round is still alive for Tropic Thunder. Still have utility to work with, couple of smokes, couple of HEs. A boost on the wall here for Danielson.
Galil in hand. I think there was another Galil that was dropped there by Zaro, so I don't think there's much they can upgrade towards, but not really focusing on trying to go for the kills and the re-aggression to the CT side. Nades to clear out the cross. Smoke to said cross. Up on the boost, player with the bomb not quite seen just yet, so they will cross uncontested here from Tropic Thunder. Bomb plant look to get secured, and they're flashing their way in early. This could cost them a bit dearly, but unfortunately the player that makes his move forward doesn't quite get much against Wilzu. 68 HP, so not even damage in the mass amounts. 4v3 in the post-part for Tropic Thunder. 99p probably already out of the round here.
Yeah, you have to say that was a nice idea, the little flash through the smoke, but unfortunately it seemed a little bit disjointed for the CT side. A bit too slow by the time that the fight came in there from Jaffarite. The T's were already able to see again, so yeah. Unfortunately it's a little bit lacking in finesse there from 99p, and it's almost certain that Tropic Thunder will be netting their first round here.
Danana taken down quickly on the exit attempts, and only Luke's with the ability to save onto his Kevlar and his FAMAS. Not the best weapon to hold on to in a save call, but sometimes Vegas can't be choosers. You can dip in and grab an M4, you can do so. So you will have a bonus rifle for the CT side. Tropic Thunder, though, in full control of that one, and it really took down just to the execution basis. They left the bomb site rather early there from 99p, and once they recognised that, they just took all that control. That flash forward really should have gotten more out of Jaffarite. If he got even one kill out of that, then maybe the round is a bit more possible for the CT side.
Yeah, as soon as he goes down with nothing, I think the save call should have come in through 99p. Yeah. I think the losses were a bit too extensive in that one. We see 100%. A little concession, the MP9 on JH. Am I tripping, or was there a FAMAS save that has now been dropped in spawn?
No, he picked up an M4.
Oh, okay.
He grabbed an M4 just after the bomb went up. So
okay, that makes sense. My apologies. So
easy to miss that one, but
yeah, I was just a bit too not paying attention. That's my bad. But yeah, 99p. They do still have decent weaponry to work with in this one. It's if they lose it, that's when things could start to get a little bit out of hand. But Tropic Thunder playing very slow as things stand, working their way up Banana very slowly, very precise utility to flush out the CTs, force them back onto that site as car control has been taken away.
It is slow as standard from Tropic Thunder. but forming up to seemingly look towards that B bomb site. As I say that, they go back to grab the bomb and start rotating into mid, so perhaps I'm dead wrong about that. 3 players to meet them over on the 99p side. Mori, one of them on the balcony of the apartments. Good smoke to block off an aggressive push that could come through. Tropic Thunder aren't in that part of the map, but timings are good. 40 seconds on the clock. So if they did have an apartments pop set up, then they wouldn't be able to do that anymore. Instead, it's out towards brackets. They are letting this timer run extremely low. Anything goes wrong in the execution, and it's a round for 99p.
Yeah, Danielson has deploying that utility towards the B side to try and draw Danana out of position, and it has worked. 2 players have bitten the bait, and Yakin opens up with a kill onto Mori. Luke's from Moto is trying to defend, but does have the support of Danana, but it's Heichi towards his teammate. Luke does still get one. Yakin being taken down, but Wilzo is there for the trade. And at this point, 99p completely out of position. Realistically, a save would be your best option, even with the low HP on Wilzu.
Yeah, so spread out, no real way to access Wilzu, at least not directly. I mean, you play bait out towards the graveyard angle in that corner of the wall, but just the entry pass of the other CT players are the next concern. Even still does well in that fight towards the apartments. Now going down, Jaffale with a couple of good kills on a 2 versus 2, but time is very short on it, and Danielson's going to trade back with his teammate. One more back, 1v1. Where's the last? In the corner of the bomb site, and Zaro just holds his nerve right up until the very end to lock in 2 for Tropic Thunder. You can definitely tell how the experience is going to work better for them. I mean, that bait, saying very telegraphed from 99p, the B bomb site execution, and still that they brought a hook line and sinker, and not great showing, I think, in that late portion of the round. It was a very good call to maintain themselves up until that very last second. Very good response to the early pistol that didn't have them locked out.
Yeah, obviously 99p getting off to that very hot start, but Tropic Thunder, as soon as the weapons have come out, they've got the util at their disposal. They seem very thorough with the way they are choosing to execute, choosing to utilize it. And 99p, they don't seem to have any idea what Tropic Thunder are going to do, and that is the sign of great calling coming up from Danielson. He's able to set his team up and manipulate the opposition into making a misplay. And they did walk into an almost empty A-bomb site. That Moto smoke locking the CTs out. But also, the way that Tropic Thunder was set up on that bomb site, they were almost goading the CTs in, able to take those weapons away at the end of the day. Yeah. Yes, you suffered heavy casualties, but the CTs have very little to work with in this next one.
Yeah, no, economy just doesn't line up for them. I mean, loss bonuses won't kick in until the next round, so it's had to be a harsher eco. Didn't see much in the reserve cache, didn't get many kills on the kill count to return, so, or not enough rather, on high-value weapons more specifically. So yeah, you are right. This is the point where it starts to get a little bit more awkward for the 99p side. And again, gun buy should be expected for the next round, not this one coming up. So this is the chance where Tropic Thunder can take back control. It might have started awkwardly, but if you end perfectly, it might not matter.
Yeah, and we are just waiting for this tech issue to be resolved. Tropic Thunder, I believe I've just seen them call on admin. They're quite visible on this little screen. You can see you can't miss them in those bright Hawaiian shirts and towards the close side of the camera. I love an awful shirt, and they have got me trumped absolutely. But we are just about to get things underway again. Tropic Thunder hoping to trump 99p in this one, and up against Pistols, this is a great opportunity to establish a lead.
You should have tried out the original Binmen jerseys.
Oh, I've seen them. They are lovely.
Oh, no, they're lovely in design. Terrible in material. Like they are awful t-shirts.
Yeah, maybe I won't try and find one for myself.
99p. Just the basic upgrade pistols available to them. 5.7 Deagle, P250, and CZ. So this should be a formality kind of round. Tropic Thunder should maintain their 3-0 starts. See $2,400 flowing into the bank accounts of 99p in the next round as well. So maintain again. There's a flashbang on the team side, so not ideal with where it was placed in front of the wall. Fortunately, no one's there on the B-bomb site for 99p, so this should be an easy take for Tropic Thunder. It's a gamble stack towards A, and they've gambled incorrectly.
Well, Tropic Thunder are taking their time, though. Danielson is a very thorough IGL. He wants to make sure everything is absolutely clear. He will still be concerned about a potential B stack, so maybe trying to put a little bit of pressure towards A just to keep the CTs in place, or maybe draw out some rotations should it be that B stack. Palmer now flashed in, little resistance found. And Tropic Thunder still not choosing to commit as the CTs begin their activation and push down mid. This could catch out Wilzo, who is still stationed on the ramp, but he is ready and waiting. AK Kill will pick off JH. And Jaffa, they're going to try and chase down this AK. It'll be a valuable thing to carry into the next one, but the rest of Tropic Thunder are trying to fight. Palmer actually losing his life, and if Wilzo goes down, that's 2 rifles recoverable for 99p. And even if the round will not go their way, that is a successful eco, you have to say.
Yeah, 2 guns picked up. I don't know. Yeah, they're actually searching for the other one right there towards the top of the stack. So 2 AKs picked up on the CT side. So, yeah, quite a lot gained out of that one for 99p. As you mentioned, not a lot of investment. So any kills alone would be pretty fantastic. The fact that they've also got the rifles with the anti-side weapons as well.
Exit as well. The dink onto Zaro.
See if Danana can get one more out of
could still be weak to the bomb, just about enough HP. And all the 5-7 Snapping Turtle able to get a double. Heavy economic damage being dealt to Tropic Thunder. Thankfully, Yakin is able to save that AK. That is it for Tropic Thunder.
You could see that 3rd kill. It was right there for him, though. It was very nearly bang on, honestly. It makes the eco even better. Now you're taking 4 weapons out of play. Didn't keep them all, sadly, but it is what it is, and you've weakened the economy state. Now there's barely any cash in reserve for the T-side line. Tropic Thunder up by around 99p. Have done all that they can with the situation. Now they can go to their gun buys with a couple of T-side weapons in tow. No AWPs just yet. Not in this one, not right now. Could afford them for the next round if the AK goes down. Lux wants to end up dropping it quickly towards the brackets. Player completely behind the flashbang. Still, Lux ends up with a double. A triple of frags. No down on the short access. And Tropic Thunder wrecked again by 99p.
Oh, I think the ears ringing from the explosion. They just could not locate Lux there. Completely unknown. They were looking up high. He was striking them from down low. And able to coming away with 3 there. Tropic Thunder, this round has fallen apart before it's even really begun.
Not the first time they've been locked out by a single individual almost. Wonderful, wonderful stuff for Lux. And where do you go from here if you're Tropic Thunder? Like, 4v2, yes, you've got to play a low HP, but although utility's been lost, you're trying to recover something back towards this brackets angle, you also have to take it away. Danielson leaning up forward first, aware of the fact that they've got passive angles here from 99p, so you can take a lot of map control away from the short access. Now checking this pit angle, but are they going to check all the way towards mini pit is the next question. Fight goes awry. Lux holds his lifeline. Danana going to try and provide support with backs being turned as Wilzo goes down. Danielson's picked up. What a wonderful round from 99p. 3 apiece. And that has more ramifications than just the one round. Again, economy not in a good spot for the T side, so there'll be players that'll be awkward to buy.
Yeah, that in the round previous to that one, with all those players going down, only Yakin surviving, it means the economy of Tropic Thunder was always in a precarious position going into that one. And that triple spray down from Lux really just ravaged their hopes. And him being able to stay alive in the pit as well, buying time for Danana to get those final 2 kills. 99p, a very well executed game plan in that one, and Tropic Thunder are going to be relegated to a couple of hero rifles. Pistols as well. Danielson saving himself with a Glock. Money for the next one, potentially an AWP to be dropped to Palmer in future.
It's a fully fledged force buy, isn't it?
Yep.
Tropic Thunder. How things have gone off the rails and how quickly they've done so as well. 99p. Just happy to play the slow style of game that they've been doing so far. Just receive Tropic Thunder and deal with them as appropriate. At times that have been very appropriate for them to do so. 2 players in the brackets, Jackin and Wilzu. But not being able to spot anyone. There's not much activity from 99p. They are on the most passive angles you could ask for here. A gap generated out towards long might be exploitable by the Deagle, but not by a massive amount.
Yeah, I think Tropic Thunder have got the wrong read here. 4 players grouped up towards Banana. You do have Wilzu lurking around towards long, but there's a 3 men towards this B side of the map for 99p. They are ready to receive Tropic Thunder as they begin their execute, but trying to get a little bit of advantage with the boost. Palmer trying to peek over, but very disciplined from the CT sides, not overextending to fight the angle, and almost goading Tropic Thunder into them. And now the execute begins to come in. One of those precious bits of utility. All that Tropic Thunder have, this has to be the full commit, but the utility just keeps them at bay. 20 seconds on the clock, they have to commit here. Yakin does get an opening, but Yapalai able to get it with double. Quickly traded out by the Swede, however, so we are in a 3 versus 3 post plant. And Wilzu activating, he's completely caught off the A rotation. Just like that, JH is all alone, knows one player is going to be behind him. And he's almost feeling like he's going to be forced forward, even though Wilzu is backed off to try and support his team from Banana. This is such a precarious position here for JH.
Indeed it is. I think he recognises that as well. Stuck in the tree corner. Checking his back line just in case that Will's still on his way forward, but that's not to be. He's making noise as well, so now that's the information called out of Tropic Thunder. So he's managed to bait one player to go aggressive, and Danielson will lose his life. Galil, not quite an upgrade from the M4, sees one out towards this Banana entrance, and Willzu makes it a triple sequence. Fourth on the board of Tropic Thunder, a nice counter. Because 99p, I mean, look, they had the whole situation pretty well read. I mean, the B defenders doing a great job. Utility was placed perfectly. The smoke timing was excellent. The flashbangs caught everybody blinded. But when it came down to the fight, just a little bit more oomph in it for the T-side line. And, of course, Willzu cutting off those rotators, giving no chance for any sort of retake to come together for the CT side. Tropic Thunder, anything you can do, we can do better, boys.
Yeah, and that has pretty much salvaged the economy of Tropic Thunder. That force buy, providing them with a round victory, means they can fully push into this one. But likewise, 99p with the residue cash to just full AKs. Yakin will trade out his teammate, the Molotov, burning Mori to a crisp. And the early fight going very even trades, and now we're going back into that typical trademark Tropic Thunder play. Very slow and very thorough from this point on.
Quiet as you want it to be, although a lot more active in the early portions of the round. Good cross-map smoke there from the CT side, should block Tropic Thunder for the time being. They are going to get ahead of it though and try and see if they can beat them at their own game. Out in the open, Danielson straight fight against Japale and Danana, also down to Daniel. Excellent stuff. And that is round done in an instant, just not enough presence around there from 99p to continue along with the fights to try and set up a retake. They know they have to save their guns, with both players being back on the A-bomb site. Tropic Thunder will give us a hell of a fight in this one, and a fifth will go up on their board.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good opportunity for Danana there with that late CT smoke, but Danielson head on a swivel, ready, and just point perfect aim there. Just getting that one-tap AK shot with the AK, and Tropic Thunder, bomb site cracked open, nothing 99p can do about it.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Again, on the Tropic Thunder side, our favourites in this matchup. And they're proving exactly why. Danielson, his first truly significant moment in this game. Difference maker in that round. Sometimes that's all you really need to crack open a round on this map. Just simple entries on the B-bomb site. I've seen it many times. Just run them down. Fast pace, get out of them. Take those fights, and when you win them, you can win them well. Tactical pause coming in very quickly from 99p because, well, they will be at the disadvantage on that skill, and certainly at the disadvantage on the scoreline here. Twos that are good on Tropic Thunder, and with very little equipment by comparison to try and resist it. You will see the SMGs out for two individuals. Danana's got a little bit of cash in reserve, but 5-7 in hand. Seems like he might just go utility around it. Really, really few options for 99p, and in a crucial juncture where it should be minimum 6 for the T side. You're looking to either steal or equalise at the turn of the half, really. Yeah,
and 6 rounds on the T side of Inferno, very strong position. Danana's buy, I imagine it's going to be something very aggressive. No utility to lose. The 5-7 it does have that one-tap potential, so it could get a cheeky kill. Maybe swing the get round a bit more in your favour. And Lux is actually going to go very aggressive down mid. Double setup here, close to the wall here at the top of the car. Danana, that 5-7 ringing out, able to get a double. It's been deadly in the previous rounds. Tropic Thunder have felt its wrath already, but another round just going their way. Palmer does get the double trade back, but they're not going to be expecting Mori on the close angle with the MP9. The dink going off onto Zaro as well, swinging out, trying to get more. Gun about to run dry, needs to hit these shots quick. Switching over to the pistol, the one tap onto Zaro. Crisp as you like. And Yakin, just one versus 3. Can't get the kill in towards mid, needs to try and fight to reclaim Banana. The bomb is still actually at ramp, so he can get back and claim it as long as he wins this fight onto JH.
How do you fight out of this one? I mean, again, 99p are taking those lesser weapons and just applied them to the face of Tropic Thunder. At least he's got the bomb on his back, at least he's got a weapon to play with, but half HP in a 1v3. JH's jump face is going to reveal his position. call that in towards the CT sideline, who will actually try and hunker down on the B bomb site more directly. It's the more likely bomb site to hit with limited time on the clock. That flashbang's doing nothing, nowhere near enough distance behind it. And Lux in the boost. The information that could call out to Jack, and he needs to get the kills rather quickly, though. Headshot can come if he predicts it. If he adjusts towards it, no, not to be. Lux puts him down. And it was really down to Danana and his 5-7. I mean, you mentioned the aggressive setup that he was taking, no utility to use, goes in first and foremost. Point blank against Wills, who takes the kill and follows it up to a secondary player. SMG and USP combination as well from Mori behind him. Just well set up and well poised. Like they clearly know how to exploit things, how to exploit mistakes made at this kind of level of CS with lesser weapons. And it's not the first time they've done mass casualties. First time they've stolen the round with a buy like that. Tropic Thunder again have to start looking at their money line and start thinking about getting some more confidence back on them. The force buy, or full buy I should say, will still feature a MAC 10 from Wilzu, and JH picks up the first AWP straight down mid.
Yeah, the first appearance of the big green in this map. Does net an early advantage for 99p. Tropic Thunder once again defaulting to that banana take. 99p, they seem to have a good understanding of what Tropic Thunder are trying to do. They're not trying to fight for car too aggressively. They don't want to commit too many resources, knowing that Tropic Thunder will try and take it away, but maybe the late retake to regain some map advantage from 99p is something. But Tropic Thunder looking for a bit of a change of pace here. Straight up execute onto this B bomb site. Yaka will be the first point of contact, but Yafalai cutting him and Palmer down. Wilson is there with the trade and actually gets himself a double as well. This is still doable here for Tropic Thunder. Bomb now planted. Wilson and Danielson retreating over towards the right-hand side of the site. And it's going to be a full CT retake coming out here from 99p. No banana aggression.
Wills is the most exploitable person here. Danielson, forward point of contact.
Oh, he's
disconnected, not
no,
now. This is the worst time ever. Wills, who's also gone.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's tragedy.
Oh, no.
That couldn't have happened at a worse time.
Oh, heartbreak for Tropic Thunder.
I must imagine that their row must have gone down or something happened in the switcher or the power. That legitimately...
Yeah, none of them are in the server. This is going to be a tech issue.
A row has gone down. That is concerning, not just for Tropic Thunder, but also for the tournament progress as well. Because that usually takes a while to fix. So
yeah, I mean, first day of LAN always has some tech issues, but something seems particularly cursed about this Halloween night.
I concur. Let's see if
the monitors are off on that row. So
yeah, I can see that. Okay.
Oh, that's really unfortunate for Tropic
Fortunately,
Thunder.
our admin team are already on it. You can see them walking over right now. So obviously we have to get this fixed. I'm not sure if they'll do, because the rule set obviously states that the round is official based on the minute timer or the damage being done, and both of those applied in that post-plant position. Sometimes they will come down to a gentleman's agreement within the players to say overrule that rule because it's not fair. I don't know what's going to happen there. We'll have to find out. We'll see, and we'll find out as soon as it's possible. But yeah, no, that is a pretty huge round because that felt like it was right there for Tropic Thunder. And considering how close this has been between the two teams, and 99p constantly playing catch-up, this could actually be their chance to take a true lead over them just near the turn of the half. Yeah, it's a very significant round that's just gone down. And again, this is going to hurt Tropic Thunder pretty badly. Yeah,
obviously we'll wait to see the outcome of the decision from the admins and the team's agreement. And yeah, it's unfortunate for Tropic Thunder. They did have a very strong setup in that position. Two players playing off each other perfectly. Two very narrow angles to clear. But yeah, unfortunately, this is part of what Counter-Strike is at times. Yeah. It's not the part we like. We think it should always be decided by pure talent alone. But these are part of the game.
Sometimes things happen. We're not turning off players' power for no reason, right? Like, we're not doing that at all. But obviously, because this is an issue that typically takes a while to fix, we are going to send this over to a break, let the admins do their thing, and when we come back, we'll jump back into the thick of it between our two squads here and now.
Ish never moving with caution. Too damn sick, no assuming my role. Bandwidth, EQ and distortion. Bandage through the wounds of my soul. Say again, no room for this vortex. Vantage got me cruising at home. All the roof and the pain that it causing. They ran through with the food that they own. Ish never moving with caution. Too damn sick, no assuming my role. Bandwidth, EQ and distortion. Bandage through the wounds of my soul. Say again, no room for this vortex. Vantage got me cruising at home. All the roof and the pain that it causing. They ran through with the food that they own. They could never roll in my path, nothing like a stroll in the park. Never seen light straight thrown in the dark. Ever gleam bright with its token of art. Forever dream, evergreen, even if the oceans apart. Set levels when the solar enhance. Get set and now we roll in the R's. Jet set to me owning my path. Gang pitch never moving with caution. Too damn sick, no assuming my role. Bandwidth, EQ and distortion. Bandage through the wounds of my soul. Say again, no room for this vortex. Vantage got me cruising at home. All the roof and the pain that it causing. They ran through with the food that they own. Gang pitch never moving with caution. Too damn sick, no assuming my role. Bandwidth, EQ and distortion. Bandage through the wounds of my soul. Say again, no room for this vortex. Vantage got me cruising at home. All the roof and the pain that it causing. They ran through with the food that they own. Never seen light straight thrown in the dark. Ever gleam bright with its token of art. Forever dream, evergreen, even if the oceans apart. Set levels when the solar enhance. Get set and now we roll in the R's. Jet set to me owning my path. Owning my rolling my path. Nothing like a stroll in the park. Never seen light straight thrown in the dark. Ever gleam bright with its token of art. Forever dream, evergreen, even if the oceans apart. Set levels when the solar enhance. Get set and now we roll in the R's. Jet set to me owning my path. Owning my path.
Let's set the tone, a bottle of red wine and pheromones. The conversation flows, a couple of hours, see how it goes. I really trust my senses, catch me if I fall. So done with second guessing, you seem to have it all. In love enough for anything emotional too soon. You got my invitation, now the rest is up to you. Kick it, rendezvous, make some time for me and you. Get you over, treat you right. We vibing like Kick it, rendezvous, make some time for me and you. Get together, you and I. We vibing like table. I really trust my senses. Catch me if I fall. So done with second guessing. You seem to have it all. In love enough for anything, emotional too soon. You got my invitation, now the rest is up to you. Kick it, rendezvous, make some time for me and you. Get you over, treat you right. We vibing like Kick it, rendezvous, make some time for me and you. Get together, you and I. We vibing like It's getting kind of personal. I know my inhibitions, I just let them go. Stole my heart just like a criminal. I think it's time you let me know if you wanna kick it, rendezvous, make some time for me and you. Get you over, treat you right. We vibing like kick it, rendezvous, make some time for me and you. Get together, you and I. We vibing like
Finally get paid for the get down. You can't tell me now about time. Do you know how many lines I done put down? Vibes I done sent out, but we ain't here to dig. I'll up the market till they come red carpet the kids. Success still the target, soon I'll be crossing that bridge. But can't bring everybody with me, family only. I got some people think I owe a favor, barely know me. That's why my focus on the road, it's all I know. I see them sticking close to play the wall and watch my growth. Cause I got something they never had. So get on the beat and I need a helipad. I float, I'm fly, you know where I'm from, so it comes as no surprise. I just out with a mean vernacular, dream spectacular. I keep a queen and passenger, FL capital Y. Anywhere I am, jam, that's for sure. Turn me on, better set the mood from the door. That's just how it goes. Glad I've been keeping it playing so long. Out here in this world, I feel it ain't a place that I could roam. But ain't nothing like you when I'm at home. It ain't nothing like you when I'm at home. That's why I came out stepping. I can't be doing things regular for you. I want the magic to last. I know how time try and ruin things. It get repetitive, got you tempted to doing things. I can't get reckless without you, wouldn't be no music thing. Plus, remember, we made promises way back then. And I still owe that 5-bed house with 2-3 kids. We got a fairy tale plan that's gonna change up the order they sort the mail in. Plus, I know loyalty not as valued as what it was. We not influenced by what they do, cause it's only us. I still hear poetry when I'm looking into them eyes. I still get lost in the thought of you with so much to find. And yeah, you know you fine, but still I must remind that we can live this forever and feel this forever and never and never. And still that won't leave me enough for time to tell you all the ways I feel. Why would I throw that away for thrills? Trying to play the field. Glad I've been keeping it playing so long. Out here in this world, I feel it ain't a place that I could roam. But ain't nothing like you when I'm at home. It ain't nothing like you when I'm at home.
내 머릿속엔 there's something new 아무리 즐기려 해봐도 Oh darling always 모르겠지만 말아봐라 내게 말아봐라 같은 말이 Says to myself lately Open your heart to see it Show that you got it this playground of your own 하나 둘셋 나만의 색을 찾아 하나 둘셋내 삶을 One and two dip your brush in your soul Color the way you want 하나 둘절대 멈추지는 마라 하나 둘셋내 One and two keep connecting your soul Present it to the world yeah I can't start fronting. I know it's coming. I need inspiration. 지난번 밤하늘 밤이라도 저 바라바라 웃지 마. 쉽게 돌아오지 않던 감정. Says to myself lately. Open your heart to see it. Show that you got it this playground. Of your own. 하나 둘셋 나만의 색을 찾아 하나 둘셋내 삶을 One and two
And welcome back to the Intel EPIC46 with Intel, brought to you by Asus ROG and in partnership with UKCS Hub, XP Pro Eyewear, and Overclockers UK. I will get them all right next time, I promise.
It's alright, I forgot them last week, so we're all good.
To bring it up to speed on what's been happening in our matchup, for those of you that didn't join us, our game between Tropic Thunder and 99P ended in disaster in the last round because the CT side had gained themselves a bit of a cheeky retake because of a power outage on the Tropic Thunder side. So Tropic Thunder did end up conceding in that round because of that outage. However, they've been given the remit of going back to the 5-4, so we will be playing this round out again from the start. AKs, Mac 10, we're quickly into the thick of it here.
Yes, indeed. Tropic Thunder immediately changing their style. Completely different round being played out, faster towards brackets. All 5 players grouped up. Deciding against it. The passiveness from 99P, it's almost planting seeds of doubt in Tropic Thunder's mind. They don't know how much room they have to work with, so instead playing a bit cautious, instead re-diverting back towards Banana following that early brackets aggression. And just leaving Wilzo on the lurk inside the apartments. We've seen what damage he can do in this from that position already this series. Obviously that Deagle double pick on the lurk, completely shutting down 99P earlier on.
Back into the B bomb site as well for Tropic Thunder, so they've got their hearts set on ending out here. So a great double entry that got them into the round, into the bomb site. Still down that 2-on-3 scenario though. Maybe they can end up with a much more established 5 versus 3. Good counter utility in the flashbangs. Smokes should be coming out. Not quite actually. M4 to fight, nicely done, just about low HP. 0 gets 2 on the back lines. Nice adjustment to Danana. And it's a 4 versus 3 instead of Tropic Thunder. Low HP for Zara, and Wills, who's also been tagged up. 99p trying to sit in for the retake. They must know that they've done some damage, but they're taking more in return.
Yeah, Luke's using a barrage of utility, still playing alive though. He can assist from Coffins as his teammates are trying to retake from CT. Currently smoked off. Palmer stuck in towards New Box. If he overextends, he could lose his life, but the timing has eluded Luke. Does get an angle onto Wilzo, but just can't quite connect with that headshot. Palmer, though, loses his. That second time, Luke does not miss, but the time is very much against 99p here, and the save has to be called. Mori and JH do get a couple of kills on the exits, but unfortunately it's a little bit too late. Tropic Thunder making amends for the round that never was. 6-4 now on their T side.
Yeah, Luke just took a little bit too long to get that kill. I mean, it hurts even more that you've done as much damage to Tropic Thunder as you have done, especially with those exit frags. As soon as he gets that kill to the 3v3, the rest of the players have to full send it. They have to be around and they have to be ready to pounce, and that just wasn't the case at all. And that is even if you even have the heart to do so at that point. Tropic Thunder 6-4 on their board. The tactical comes in their first of the game. 99p overwhelmed by the entry games, and again have done their damage. Again have tried to limit the economy state, and with the 2 save weapons they can buy fully, and the same cannot be said for Tropic Thunder with their savings being in the toilet. A couple of AKs all come forward, but Mac 10s on 2 others, and a Galil for Jackin. It's not ideal.
No, it's very messy for Tropic Thunder, even though they got away with the round win. 99p almost certainly having the far superior purchase coming into this one. JH still on that AWP. As Tropic Thunder, not everything they'd want at their disposal. Azaro light on utility as well. Going for pure firepower over tactical placement of nades. 99p. Looking like they may want to try and fight them early mid here, and indeed that is going to be the case. Mori, that Molotov down towards ramp gives him freedom to push down. Tropic Thunder crawling their way up second though. Danana only going 1-for-1. Palmer does get taken out by Mori, but Yakin is there providing cover for his teammate. Lux does try and retreat into the safety of the pit, and Tropic Thunder choosing not to chase him down, expecting some re-aggression coming out from 99p, and they have taken the hold of the top of Banana at car, beginning their crawl down now, and Yavalai will find that opening onto Danielson. Wilzo is there with the trade, however, and the CC is very spread out right now. Tropic Thunder trying to isolate the player on this A-bomb site. Lux is taking a very anchored position inside of the site, but this long wrap coming out here from the Ts. They're actually going to divert themselves back towards B, and this is a big misplay coming out from the CTs. Yafalai pushing down mid. He realizes the error of his ways after the information from Lux, and he may actually get a timing here, because Tropic Thunder have slowed things right down. What was looking like a really solid position for them now is very precarious.
Protected the information at the wrong moments, and now they're being pincered. They have absolutely no idea. Their backs are turned towards Lux. Jafalay is now set and ready to receive them. In towards the church they go. Smokes down. Molly's to the backside. Jafalay's going to hide in that corner, play anti-flash. There's only so many of them available to them. One for Jackin's part, smoked out of the cross. Excellent stuff. That will block them off. He's not seen. Engage against Jackin, keeps him low, but Willzu's got a double. 20 seconds now. Bomb plant needs to be a priority from Jackin's part. It's an open to the backside, and Luke's is moving closer. M4 in position, would have been heard of that footstep. Flashbang comes over. Kill just comes to the second player, but Jackin holds on to the response and keeps Tropic Thunder's hype train running. 7 to the board. They have the half.
Yeah, I thought there was a big misplay coming out from that team. Flash was going a little bit early, but Yakin able to adjust quickly enough and get that round over the line for Tropic Thunder. They're in a very strong position right now. Realistically, if you're on 99p, you need to somehow find a way to win this round, but you have very little to try and accomplish that with. A single M4, 3 SMGs, and that dirty French gun, the FAMAS, stuck on Mori. Yeah, it's his burden to bear.
Dirty French gun, did you say?
I hate that gun in this game. I cannot use it to save my life.
That's the first time I think I've ever heard someone refer to it as the dirty French gun.
I'm English. We have our hatred of the French as well. I'm joking.
Be careful.
This is a joke. This is a joke. Okay, this is just a bit of friendly British banter. So
I'll tell it to Amanek later.
Oh, please don't. I'm scared of him.
3 to the good on Tropic Thunder, and looking to lead by a margin of 4 by the turn of the half. It's a force buy for 99p because this is round 12. And need to take all their funds and invest them and do something with them.
Another bottom banana brawl here, but Danana going through that smoke. Danielson is ready for it, and Zara will clean up as well. JH has gone unnoticed and does get 2 before going down. That is exactly what he needed to do to give 99p another chance in this. But it's Wilzu on that lurk once again. He's going to have 2 backs turned if he gets the timing just right, but they round the corner at the right moment for the CTs. Really gives them a chance, but Tropic Thunder, that information gained by Wilzu, that's brilliantly commed across, and they are diverting back towards A.
I was just going to say, like, that's the reason why he hasn't struck there. He knows that he can cut them off later, take a fight, close range against the AK, win it out, because Maury did not see that coming. Caught with his knife held out, jumped up and everything, and Tropic Thunder a bomb plant for free on the A site, knowing that Luke's had joined him as well. So 1v3 for the lone CT player to retake with. He's got a kit, smoke and double flashbang available to him on the utility pouch, but T's are basically got this one on lock. He might have access to the wine entrance and what have you, but just getting into the bomb site, getting into the plant position and denying from this late stage of the round, not going to happen. Jackin taps his head off his shoulders, and it's an 8-4 half for Tropic Thunder. They might have had some missteps, might have had some tech problems, but they have come away as the favourites in the first half, as we expected here.
Yeah, it looked a little bit dicey early on, you do have to say, very back and forth, but once Tropic Thunder got in their groove, they looked very strong indeed. Even the slightest of hurdles where their economy was a little bit broken, they were able to overcome, and an 8-4 half is thoroughly deserved as we go into arguably the stronger CT side.
4 to the good. Feels like they've completely sprung into life off the back of that tech problem. Pistol in the second half, 99p. We'd really like to have won one. And got the early start in the early portion of this match with their pistol, but this time not be quite as easy. You've got utility for Danana and JH. Tropic Thunder with 3 players on the B defense, which is where 99p are leaning towards.
Yeah, Wilzo just on the jiggle, trying to notice the first point of contact. They do have a couple of HEs to try and do some heavy damage to this defender, but unfortunately they are missing their mark, and that gives him the perfect opportunity to strike. Able to get one and the blind second on top of that as well. Danielson's Jewel is activating from the orange box as Yakan chimes in as well. And Danana, he's had a solid game so far, but unfortunately I think this one is going to be a bit beyond him, as Tropic Thunder will almost certainly be taking the pistol. Ooh, I might have spoken a bit too soon, but still with 3 players on the site. Danana, we need the clip of your life.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
This cannot be allowed to happen if you're Tropic Thunder. You need to just play it safe. They are playing off each other. They've got the right little crossfire. Zaro maybe overextending a little bit, but playing alive just long enough. But yeah, as you mentioned, Danana getting the bomb, able to scurry himself over to that A bomb site. He will have an uncontested plant and time to anchor himself into whatever position he chooses.
Surely he wouldn't pull this off. This would be the crazy clutch, the craziest clutch you would have seen on stream all day, as far as I'm aware. Bomb plant secured. Tropic Thunder realise what's going on. I don't think they had the inkling that Danana would have gone for that big old rotation. He's going to play passive, though. They're going to play grouped. God, this is going to be tense. And I think Danana knows it. 99p, their hopes and dreams resting upon his shoulders.
Information on the steps, though.
Oh, come on up. Here they
Yeah,
come.
he's not
Jack seen,
biting.
headshot taken. Second player just holds on. Danana. Jeez, all right. Missed bullets come out for him, and Tropic Thunder will indeed secure the pistol on the retake. But you could see it, man. You could see a world in which that worked out. The jewels were isolated from Danana. Like, he had them all dead to rights. Just needed that accuracy on the 4th kill, man.
Yeah, as you said, played it absolutely to perfection. Unfortunately, it was just a mechanical ability letting him down right at the end. But a valiant attempt does really provide maybe some motivation to the rest of the teams that Tropic Thunder are very much mortal. They can almost throw around like that in an unwinnable situation for Danana. But it probably won't be in this one, as it is just going to be the pistols for the team side.
Upgrade pistols, no force invest. So once again, they're going for the rifles in the early portion of the half. Only so many rounds to play in this half, though. Tropic Thunder will be up to 10-4. And 3 off the back of that to the win, 99p. And they have fought valiantly at times. They've done extremely well to bring the fight towards the Tropic Thunder camp, but the rounds have edged out in favour of the opposition. The economy has edged out in favour of the opposition. Even at times when it has been close to reset or fully reset, Tropic Thunder have found responses. They've found ways to recover. And 99p just continuously left out to dry in that respect.
Yeah, a lot of responsibility on Palmer's shoulders here. He does swing out after the missed Molotov, only able to get one. MP9 given over, but that sort of range is not a weapon that's going to do significant damage to Zaro, who gets two of his own with the same weapon. Dananav will pick off Yakin to isolate Zaro. The youngest player on this roster does do well to get two, but JH is going to be forced into this 2 versus 1 situation. Can't quite connect the first, just a bit too slow with those shots onto Danielson, and Wilzo will finish him off. So Tropic Thunder, disaster averted. There was very much an opportunity for 99p once again, but not to be again.
It's a bit of a shame with JH there, because he had the right ideas and needed a bit more accuracy in the burst and the spray, because bullets flew all over the place. They didn't quite connect to the headshots, they didn't quite connect to the casualties, and quite connect enough damage against them. 99p now in a bit of a tough spot. At least the bomb plant bonus came in, so they've got more cash, they've got a full buy ahead of them. AKs and all. The AWP also get bought in by JH. He's thinking about it, and indeed, he's going to commit. Yes. Big green out for the big T side. It's not typically a weapon you see too often on the T side, but let's see if he's got some tricks up his sleeve. Mid-access for the man. No actions from CT in that department. It's actually towards Banana where the majority of players go. Utility down to do some damage towards 99p. Gap and that smoke at the stack. Miss Danielson will abuse Danana first to fall.
Yeah, and that's a heavy hitter, taking out the round immediately for 99p. And Yavalai taken down to 36 as well. This round, it's very early days, but sometimes in Inferno you just get the idea that that early advantage is going to be more than enough for Tropic Thunder. I would love to be proven wrong though to give us a competitive end to this round, or to this matchup. And 99p being very loud about taking this car control away. JH spam does force the defensive utility out of Danielson. But 99p still just taking their time a little bit, try and whittle down this CT utility, flash over the coffin that provides no information. CT smoke being deployed, but the CTs have one of their own to deny any potential aggression.
30 seconds on the clock for 99p to make their move here. B side seems to be the likely target. Wilzu and Danielson on defense. Flashbang's over, catching players blind at the T side more than it is the CT forces. 5-2, Danielson strike. Luton and look back to the back lines to get Danielson. Wills can strike back as well. Jackin's found on the log. 15 seconds for JH to plant the bomb. He's lost his teammates and all. And he's out of there. Got to save the AWP. No choice in the matter. Tropic Thunder now in with a, they're on victory road here. Like there's no real two ways about it. 99p lost all sorts of momentum. They've lost lots of chances, and Tropic Thunder are working the advantage very well for them. Yeah. 7 to the good, 2 to the win.
Yeah, but that AWP, at least carried over, does give them something to work with. I think it's probably better to keep it on a side where, even though the AWP is not too strong on the T side of Inferno, you definitely do not want to give it over to Palmer. He's had a very quiet game before, but as a primary AWPer, he hasn't had his weapon of choice thus far, and if he gets online as well, then I think this game would be as good as done.
Rifles out for both sides. 99p with Mac 10 for Jaffalay. It's might be a very fast take in towards brackets. Mac 10 will lead the charge for them. Spread out towards long and short. Access short, cancelled. Player seen towards the long corner. Damage under Jaffalay. First up, he's the lowest tagged player. Palmer will back away for the moment. Hear them coming up close. AK spray for 2. Triple secured. Prime for Palmer. 3 down. JH will get caught back. Oh no, he turns back on Jackin, but Zaro has low on lock. It's all down to the AWPer now.
Yeah, bomb dropped over towards Arch as well. The Molotov just not quite spreading far enough. JH has been able to recover it. Tap, try and bait out some counter aggression from Zaro. But JH is going to try and take the initiative himself, and that slow peek around the corner will provide Zaro his head on a silver platter. So Tropic Thunder will be moving up to match points. And 99p, it looked so promising early on, but it has floundered away ever since that pause.
Not a single round since the power outage, since Tropic Thunder had taken this one back. And I guess 99p will be regretting their gentleman's agreement at this stage, because they were well within their rights to say, no, we won the 5-5, but they said, no, we'll take the 5-4 instead.
Yeah, but they won the moral battle, you have to say.
They won the moral battle, but what do morals mean when you get eliminated in the group stage?
Yeah, that's a fair point. I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
It's very much a story of what could have been for 99p, because they were in a much more competitive position before the round reset.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, unfortunately being nice is haunting them on this occasion.
8 match points for our favourites. Tropic Thunder demonstrating rather well exactly why they are in intermediate and 99p are only in entry. Even though they might not be competing in the UKIC, I'd imagine if they were, they'd be topping out Div 3 well above what 99p are doing. Tropic Thunder, Orbs in the Palmer. Tech 9 is trying to charge their way forward, but Wilzu has the AK on the crossfire and picked up of the dead bodies of T-site players in the previous round. No responses available, no chances for 99p to generate any trades or ways back into the round. I have a feeling that we are done here.
Yeah, that was pure desperation play coming out from 99p. Even with Palmer missing those opportunities, he had the cover of Wilzo, who's having a lights out game of his own, 16 and 10, absolutely dominating the server for the side of Tropic Thunder. 99p rediverting themselves towards A, but it's going to be the 3-man stack here for Tropic Thunder. Once again trying to punish long, but Palmer this time with his weapon of choice is able to get the first lovely little adjustment onto Mori as well. Danana has been able to cross, but Yakin from pit keeping him pincered, and Palmer will put the final nail in 99p's coffin. Tropic Thunder 13-4 victors.
99p should stand for 99%. But really it stands for the actual value of the team, clearly. Because they didn't provide much by the tail end of that one. As you mentioned, it was promising at the start. You know, they did a lot of great work to challenge and keep the rounds close and also get some rounds of their own right. But past those 4, past that break, past that tech pause, they were just in full control. You know, Tropic Thunder looked excellent and they were the favourites into this matchup. I was hoping that it would remain a close competitive affair, but they switched on big time, and I think that that's a very encouraging thing for them because now they're 4-1 in the group, and I don't think that guarantees you to qualify for the playoffs yet, but I think it does mean that their chances are exponentially higher than everybody else.
Absolutely. They have put themselves in a very strong position as things currently stand 4-1. Maybe one more win should almost guarantee that playoffs progression. But honestly, if they continue to perform like they did, particularly after that break, then I don't think many teams here would be able to stop a full force Tropic Thunder right now.
Yeah, look, they're scary, and I think we saw that in the last round as well. I mean, not even just the last round, just the last half, the way that they were playing with the confidence, the firepower, everything that was going their way. Just it all looked excellent, and I think that they are a scary team that we should be watching out for a little bit more as the stream rolls on, and for everybody else as well in the group stage. Need to keep an eye on these boys because I have a feeling that they're going to be in the playoffs as things stand.
Yeah, but unfortunately we've got to move on with the little delays. We are a little bit behind schedule, but so we will be jumping very quickly into our next game. It will be TLR up against 8sins, a truly titanic clash of the UK scene.
I'm being told actually we're not going to have that.
Oh no!
Because of the delays, things have sort of been
that's disappointing.
It would have been excellent though, and I mean it is being on the B stream actually. In fact, so
so it's live. Oh great, so we can watch it immediately after this.
Twitch.tv/EpicLand4. So I'm going to be tuning in for that.
I'm absolutely going to want to watch that one because that is going to be an absolute titanic
100%,
clash. So
100%, it's going to be excellent. So make sure you're tuning in for that one. But we're going to take a break here in the main stream, set up our next game. So come back for even more of EPIC LAN, EPIC46 with Intel, and brought to you in the Counter-Strike tournament by Asus ROG.